All right. Nice. And it shows up. I'm live. All right. I'm going to just sit around and see if anybody actually shows up. If they do, great. If they don't, it is what it is. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and share this link. Let's see. All right. Share. Copy. All right. Can y'all even hear me? Don't know. Because there's nobody in here. All right. Paste that. Yeah, there's nobody here live. It's fine. I'm cool with that, to be honest with you. What I want to do is make sure that sound is coming through because I have nobody here to let me know. Honestly, that's fine by me. I just want to make sure I'm not going to sit here forever. Let's see here. Is any sound coming through here? Sit here forever. Yeah. I got sound. Is any sound coming? All right. So, what I wanted to talk about today is this article here. Be honest with you, I'm going to give a little bit of a rundown first. Before I do that, I felt like yesterday's stream, last night's stream, was not as fluid as it could have been, and I kind of want to give my ideas on this. Yeah, so I want to go over this article here of Spotify and what they did today, or when this story came out, which looks like, yeah, Monday, June 13th on Newsmax. So let's start this off by saying what I'm wanting to get at with this is Spotify made these decisions to put in this council, and we've all seen this before a million times. It's fine. You know, they do that. But my question is, are they thinking about us? We talked about this last night. One of the things that people do is they use their intelligence or, you know, perceived intelligence to try and get anything here? No. Okay. But they try to use their perceived intelligence that they obviously worked hard for, and they use that as justification that this is why the world needs to listen to me, and that's fine if you want to take that stance. The only problem is that we live in this world too, and I'm talking about us knuckle draggers. You know you are, and I think us people, we are the ones that are going to be, I guess, having to deal with what they're doing to us, because this is a perfect example. And I want to use this story as kind of a, like I said yesterday, a jumping off point to explain like what these people are doing and kind of get to the crux of what it is. So let's go through this. It says Spotify Technology SA on Monday announced it has formed a safety advisor council to provide third-party input on issues such as hate speech, disinformation, extreme, and online abuse. Great. Everybody wants to do it. I want to. You want to do that? That's fine. I think there is a place for obvious calls of violence, obvious malicious misinformation. Like telling people voting is on a one day when it's actually on another day. But I guess the bigger question is, if that's what we're going to do, is we're going to talk about that, and we're going to get this thing in here. We're going to figure out who they're going to add, right? So this is the group represents another step in Spotify's effort to deal with harmful content on its audio streaming service after backlash earlier this year over the Joe Rogan experience, in which the podcaster was accused of spreading misinformation about COVID-19. You see, it's really not the point of this stream. It says the group of 18 experts, which included representatives from Washington, D.C., civil rights groups, the Center for Democracy and Technology, the University of Gothenburg in Germany, and the Institute for Technology and Society in Brazil, will advise Spotify as it develops products and policies and thinks about emerging issues. For who? These people. That's what I'm saying. Like, we all live in this world, and I don't think it's right. Like, I don't know how y'all feel about this, but everybody has demands of them in society. It just depends on what your role is in that society. We all got to work together to get this done, right? My role was a mechanic, and in order for me to make sure everybody was as safe as they could be when they're flying on an aircraft, I had to, it was a lot of responsibility, a lot of stress, a lot of pressure. And, I did it for over 20 years, and I'm paying the price for it now. You can barely, walk around now. And for them to, I guess, put us in a position where we have to live that life working hour upon hour upon hour and not, I guess, giving us anything back in return, except you better do this. That's what's frustrating to me. You can't expect that from me. It's just a fact. Now my question is, why wouldn't Spotify add in a group that maybe I would even disagree with, but maybe add a group in there that speaks for other people that have to deal with this reality that I had to live in, where, day in and day out, it's just fact-based everything. There was no room for play games and any of that. So why won't they add, like, I don't know, I grabbed this out of my bucket of stuff for you guys. Why don't they add like these guys? This is Lockheed Martin's union. Not great. I was part of them, but a union is a union. At least it's somebody. At least I had a chance to be a union steward as a mechanic. I can apply to be a union steward. They put me in, and then maybe I could have a say in this and come from the issues that I had to deal with every single day, because us Knuckle Draggers, we were out there, being brash and out of control. It is what it is. I'm fine with it. But, what can I do? So let's keep going in this. It says, the idea is to bring in these world-renowned experts. And what are you an expert in? I mean, he'll say it in here, but let's keep going. Many of whom have been in the space for a number of years. To realize a relationship with them, said Dustin Jenkins, Spotify's global head of public affairs, and to ensure that is not talking to them when we're in the middle of a situation. Instead, we're meeting with them on a pretty regular basis so that we can be more and more proactive about how we think about these issues across the company. So there you go. They just said it right there. They're talking to these people every single day. and getting their input. Meanwhile, we're left out of the conversation. So if you got a favorite person on there, be ready for them to be told that, you know, what they say ain't right. I've already seen it on Spotify. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all already seen it. It is what it is. But I don't know. What are you going to do? It says the idea is to bring in these world-renowned experts. Oh, well, I already read that. The council is purely advisory in nature, and Spotify can accept or reject its advice. Yeah, I bet you could, huh? Unlike Facebook's oversight board, which decides what cases it reviews, Spotify will submit issues for its council to consider and provide feedback. So, in other words, this you've seen this a million times at your. If you've worked in any company for long enough, you'll see where a new level of management comes in. Um, y'all know how that plays out, right? This is how it plays out. It goes, here's our new level of management. He's going to be taking care of these issues, these special issues, and they hand him the issues. And you know how that turns out, right? All of a sudden, he's making decisions that no one's beholden to, or he's not beholden to anybody. He doesn't have to answer to anybody. They all do this. This is a scapegoat tactic. This is the thing that drives every builder, every person that actually has to make something. This is what drives them crazy, you know. And it is what it is. It's just I want to say it and point it out. Here it is, right here on the screen. You know, it's they're going to be talking to these people. They got their scapegoat. They can hand them to troublemakers when Spotify gets their reports in, you know, and they say, hey, we got this report, you know, or whoever, some news company is going to go ahead and put out a story. Look at this guy. He said something spicy. Yeah. And they're going to hand it over to this board right here, right? And you already seen what they said is third party. So that means it's not on our hands anymore. They made a decision. Yeah, okay. How do we augment the internal enterprise that we already have at Spotify to tap into these folks whose life work has been studying this? Who cares about studying it? That's not your job. Like, because you can study a specific issue, these groups that they had, you know, these groups up here, the technology and society in Brazil. Where's my group? The DC Civil Rights Group? What? Now, Power Tag, great fun fact, Knuckle Draggers. yeah, he was. That's what we call ourselves, was Knuckle Draggers. But you know, here he is. Here they are right here. This is the board that's going to come and talk to us, and or these are the people that are going to tell us what's allowed on Spotify now. You know, it's great, isn't it? So you know, I guess that's it for that article. But I really wanted to touch on that because this is what I'm talking about with these issues. It's a major thing that needs to be said, in my opinion. Oh, Greg, if you're still there, how's the camera looking and sound and all that? I hope it's good. But I think it needs to be said because no one's talking for us. I don't think it was fair, like I said before. I don't think it was fair to oh gosh, what? Is it bad? Good, bad? I hope it's good. But what we don't have is anybody that's coming to the people like me that had to live in that life 24/7 every single day in and day out, and then to walk out into the rest of the world where you get on Spotify and you try to do your little side gig, a little podcast, comedy or whatever. And no, you can't do that anymore. Like, where's our representation? Oh, so we just don't get any. So they're just going to mold our whole culture around this idea that, thank you, man. I reset everything, did everything you did, and worked so far. So, and I'm using that streaming software again. I actually like it. So I think I'm going to keep going with it and just make sure I reset every time. But, yeah, I think what we're going to have to do is let these people know we gotta we got to just point this out and let them know, hey guys, these group of experts, where's your union representation at a minimum? Like, to be honest with you, at a minimum, if you're going to go this route, at least go get a union in this group. Like, maybe then I'll give you, they say 18 experts, the group of 18 experts. I don't know if they're all in just these groups or if it's 18 groups. This is just a story I got in quotes from Spotify. So I don't know. I would hope that they actually got some representation for all sides of speech because they are a speech platform. And that's the bottom line. And if they don't understand that, if people don't get that, then we're going to be in a lot of trouble, to be honest with you. We can't keep going down this route of only some people are allowed to speak, and put their opinion out because, your opinion came from your life experiences and where you, what you studied and everything you had. And I got mine from me. So they're equal. And if I have to pay taxes, I'm in this country, I have to abide by the laws like everybody else. Then just like I said earlier in the stream, that means if I'm going to have to get put through that kind of stress and pressure of making sure you don't crash and die in them planes every single day, then guess what that means? I expect that from other people around me because that's what's expected of me. It's just the environment I grew up in. You built this for me. I don't work for the FAA. The FAA works for the government and they'll lock me up real quick. So there's nothing I could do about that, right? It's fine. But I just don't think it's right that that's the expectations that's put on me every single day, day in, day out, nonstop, and just too bad. How's that cool? I do want to do this. I want to look up one of these groups, just one. Let's see, University Germany. Let's see here. What are these people? Let's check out Wikipedia. Okay. So, according to Wikipedia, the University of Gothenburg in Sweden's what? That ain't right. In Germany, that's what I looked up. Okay, so it's a college. So we know what we're getting ourselves into, right? When it's a college, they're gonna be in their labs because that's what college is about, right? Labs and every single thing. Yeah, Brazil. I don't know. Is this frustrating to anybody else? I mean, comment in the comments when this is over. The stream is over. I'm not gonna go much more because I really just wanted to get this. Like I said, I don't do the whole edited and talking points. I just want to go through the process of how I look at the news that I see every single day, and it's honestly insane. The lack of understanding from our perspective, the doers, is gonna have a problem. It's gonna have an effect on our society, and you're gonna end up crashing planes because these people that you're telling this matters, you're gonna die. I'm just telling you now. The kids coming out now talking about their feelings, they're gonna kill you. And you're gonna be wondering how it all happened. It happened because of this. Because you guys got some people in a college to tell you what's right and what's wrong, what's allowed to be talked about, what's not, what's funny, what isn't. Nah, that's not how life works. You ain't gonna put me in that kind of position every single day, day in and day out, and then tell me I gotta live in the rest of society like this too. That's a problem for me. I'm not doing anything illegal. So y'all gonna have to either A, make what I'm doing illegal, my jokes and my perspective and my lack of understanding for your feelings. You're gonna have to make that illegal, or y'all gonna have to just suck it up and do something and deal with it, or do something like come after me. I don't know what to tell you, but this is not how this is going to work. Like, you're not going to just keep calling me a bigot. I'm sorry. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys coming. Well, Greg, I appreciate you. You showed up. I am going to make this just go just how it goes on YouTube. And this is how I plan on doing my content. To be honest with you guys, I really don't feel the need to be editing and all that stuff. I just like to get on here and chat with you guys, just get comfortable on the camera and quit doing this, because this is my little crutch. But hopefully, I keep this going and just keep going through my day and doing what I got to do. Thanks for watching this video, you guys. Go ahead and comment down in the comments when this goes and it's ready to go. Catch you guys later next time. Peace.